YouTube Rando here. So I was going to try to do this video with the screen recorder, but I just don't know how to operate the screen recorder. It's kind of a pain in the butt anyway. I figured it out one time, and I never know how to keep it on a picture so long, so I'm just going to do it with a camera and my computer screen. So this is going to be the update to my SHTF / prepping library. It's not going to be the entire library. I'm just showing you some new additions to it. You guys know I like gardening. I like doing gardening videos, vegetable gardening especially. And this is the Any Size Anywhere Edible Gardening. And some of these books were bought like 6 months ago, so I can't tell you exact prices, but what I can do is if anybody wants to see a review on a specific one, comment on it, and I'll try to, get it read in a timely manner and do a little review on it. Most of these books are, 200 to 300 pages. Some of them are going to be gardening, some of them are going to be medical, some of them are going to be, I'm into bushcraft as a hobby. Love camping and doing that stuff with my kids outdoors. And then some of them are going to be for preppers, which, I have a lot of prepping books. If anybody's ever seen my full library video, it's pretty extensive, especially my digital. This is the Any Size Anywhere Edible Gardening. A friend of mine recommended it to me. She has an apartment and she does a lot of gardening on a patio, and she said it was really helpful for her, and so I'm looking for compact ways to do it, so I'm going to look into that. Edible Wild Plants, a North American Field Guide. I bought this as a double pack. It was 2 books in one, and I haven't got to look at either one, but one of them I did kind of browse through, and it has actual pictures of the plants, and I believe it's this one. And the other ones are just drawings of the plants, so I kind of like this one better. And this is the other one, Falcon Field Guide, Edible Wild Plants. You can see they just kind of draw the plants. And not all plants are going to look similar in different areas. They're going to look a little different, but they could have gave you some actual examples instead of just some drawings. But I'm going to read both of them nonetheless. Prepper's Guide to Surviving Natural Disasters. I don't know anything about it. I know this is the expanded edition, I believe. No, that's going to be the other one. So this is probably the first edition by James D. Noka. It was a cheap book, so I picked it up. It's about a 400 page. It's 363 pages, so it's going to be a long read, but most of you know I prep for natural disasters, hurricanes mainly. So it ought to be a good read for me anyway, maybe not all of them. And like I said, if anybody wants to hear a review on one of them. This one I have read, and I just wanted a digital version of the one that I have at my home, an actual hard copy, and it's 500 time-tested home remedies and the science behind them, so it kind of tells you herbal remedies, heat remedies, just all kinds of stuff that you can do at the house with stuff from around the house. And it tells you how it works. It tells you, the science behind it. Let's see how far in I am. Okay, this is the Les Stroud book, another one. I still haven't read the first one I bought, but I picked this one up, I want to say about a month ago, something like that. Les Stroud, Survival. I like Les Stroud. I like Bear Grylls as well. I've never really been into dual survival. I don't watch any of them constantly. Just if I happen to catch an episode on, I may watch it. I don't know when the new episodes come on, anything like that. I'm no diehard fan, but I think, I've never had to use any of the stuff I've learned from them, but I think it's interesting. If nothing else, it's interesting. Anybody should be willing to learn. I mean, it's, reading a book, and if you want to try it, when you're out camping with your kids like we do, we just play around with it, and if it don't work, it's not hurting anything, and if it, does work, then it works. I'm not drinking my own pee or peeing on my bandana and putting it on my head or anything like that, though. I mean, that's just me. This is an older one by Richard Graves, Bushcraft, The Ultimate Guide to Survival in the Wilderness. I wanted to read it for a while, so now I can. I forget when I bought it, so apparently but it's 600 pages. It's a really big book. I mean, it's long, and that's kind of why I bought it in the digital version. I don't have room for books anymore, just regular books, so they always end up just tossed around. This one I bought, and after I bought it, I kind of looked through it and I realized it's really scientific. I mean, it's medical herbalism, the science and practice behind herbal medicine. But when you look through it, I mean, it's actual science. You know what I mean? It's not just, it's nothing about, you know, how it heals or what it heals, or it's about how it heals, but it tells you, like, it gets into the, you know, the specifics about plants, and it's really technical. It's really not a book I'll probably ever read, so please don't ask me to review it. And then this one's The Survival. This is the second edition, revised and expanded. It's written by a doctor, and then a lady with a bunch of letters behind her name, an ARNP. I don't know, maybe she's a nurse or something. I think if you have more letters, you're more important, though, so, you know, he's only an MD, so maybe she's more important. I don't know. I'm just joking. The Survival Medicine Handbook. This is for, you know, a medical guide when medical help is not on the way. So, like in a raw situation, this would be a decent book to have. So that's going to be it. That's all of them that I have today. If you want to hear a review on any specific one, let me know and I can look into that. There is one that I want to read specific, which is the Richard Graves, but I've had it for a while, so obviously I'm going to read other stuff before I read it. But if there's one specific one you would like to hear about, maybe I can at least do a review on it and go over the book and what's in it, and, you know, it can maybe help you if you wanted to purchase it, you know, something like that. We are going to do a full video on our SHTF library, but it's going to be really long because it's a really long library and really extensive library, so I'll be looking forward to that video eventually.